What's up, YouTube? So, as you know, I'm going through chemo with my son, right? And we were staying at Chapel Hill SECU house. It's right next door to Ronald McDonald's house for children. So, this is a place where you see the picture where if you're coming from long distance, your insurance company pays for it, or you can pay out of pocket. You know, if it's for cancer or radiology or that, and it's only $54 a night for a night and $72 for a suite. So my insurance is paying for it, right? And then my son has 3 BEPs, and 3 BEPs goes. If anyone knows anything about cancer, especially testicular cancer, is you do your first sets 5 days straight. You have the weekend off. Then you have Monday. You take one infusion, and with the other day, the following Monday, you do another infusion. And you have that week off, and then you start again 5 days again. The following week, for the third, so you do 3 of those sessions for 9 weeks. So we were doing that, and then this week is our last week for doing the 3. So we would do one on Thursday, and then we do another one and we start the last one at 5 on Monday. So we're getting prepared to go for Thursday or for Wednesday to stay for that one day. And we're not going to stay there. We're going to go and come back. And we're supposed to do Sunday to come back Friday. So I get a call today by the social worker at Chapel Hill Cancer Hospital saying that the SECU house no longer wants us there. Now let me explain. The first week that we were there, when we were back the second time, they told us that we had to be a little bit more clean. I said, "What you mean a little bit clean? We're clean." And you understand this is a house where people have cancer, and we're very clean, whatever the case may be. Mind you, they have house cleaners, but this is not something that you had papers and floor crayon on the wall. No, it was me and my wife, my son who's 21 years old, and myself. What mess were there? So I'll make sure that when you leave, that you leave the sheets inside the hamster and stuff like that. So we said, fine, no problem. So we stayed there for 5 days. We did everything, we did everything they commanded of us. And my wife made sure that I took turn on Friday, just to make sure that on Friday she left everything clean for Saturday, because we left Saturday. And I made sure that Saturday when we left, that everything was spotless. I took the sheets from the bed. I put them inside the hamper. I left the comforter, whatever comforter they had. I left it I left it on the bed. Everything was clean. The floor was clean. The bathroom was clean. I'm not sure. I probably left the milk in. I don't think I left the milk in there. But I think that the refrigerator, they have a small refrigerator, was clean. And 2 days prior to that, my wife was using the blower and the light went out. And I came to fix it the following day. So I don't know if that was their turning point. So then we got a call today saying that we're no longer allowed in that hotel, in SECU house. And I'm like, why? And so she was happy because they said it was unclean. I said, what you mean unclean? I don't understand what you mean unclean. We cleaned that whole entire room. Maybe we left a card or 2 there that belongs to them, but nothing. And by the way, you do have housekeepers, and there's 3 of us, so you do have housekeepers. One of the housekeepers complaining that they're not doing their job. I mean, I don't know. So then I called today to the SECU house to speak to the manager who's in charge, and she said, I'll call you back. I'm going to a meeting, and I'll definitely call you back. She's not going to call me back. But when she does, if and when she does call me back, I am going to tell her that was very rude of you letting us leave, because courtesy, you should have given me a courtesy call. And she just said, Mr. blah, blah, blah. The last time you were here, we had told you guys that you should have, and I would have told you, well, explain to me as a man what's going on. And then if I say, okay, fine, no problem, I do apologize for that. But fine, you go your way, I go mine. It's no big deal. Now, mind you, I drive an hour and a half away. There's people there that are coming from Virginia. There's people there that I met that's from Georgia. Can you mind telling an elderly person that they're no longer welcome in there because of their health, their cleanliness? Now, my room was clean. I don't know about nobody else, but most people, their rooms, I'm assuming, It's clean because it's a cancer room. It's a place where people go for treatment for cancer, and they can, and the cancer treatment is right there at Chapel Hill, and they have no way of coming down. Whether they're from Florida, whether it's from wherever they come from, they're just not close enough to come. So they stay there, and it's a beautiful place. It's a nice place. But for management to come and do that and not tell me, because I had all this arrangement, and then the caseworker said, no, they're not welcome here anymore. You come to me, you tell me. Oh, and if you don't want to tell me, and you tell the caseworker, and I call you, and then you come and say, you know what? Listen, let me explain to you. This is what happened. We got a couple of complaints. The room, and that's how the room was not dirty. And by the way, that's what you have maids for. That's what you have housekeepers for. Housekeepers are supposed to be there. I understand the sheets were rippled and they were pampered on the floor, but you have no kids. I'm just giving you examples. And the whole entire room was dirty. And then I could say, yeah, you know what? She's right, or he's right. We don't deserve to be there. But that was not even the case. That's not even close. That's not even close. And here I am thinking, I'm breaking my head. What do we do? What do we do? Well, we didn't do anything wrong. So now we have to find another place because this is an hour and a half away. Now my son starts treatment next Monday. Now we have to find a place to stay for 5 days. And this was today. And we left there Saturday. Why couldn't they tell us this on Monday? Well, this morning actually. Why couldn't they tell us this morning? I told you this afternoon. So now we have to do all the paperwork again and go to the insurance company and make sure the insurance company accepts it again. Once they accept it, they put us into a hotel. I just don't like unprofessionalism. If the room was completely dirty, I would understand. I'll give it to them. But it wasn't. My stay there was good. They got good people. The people who volunteer there are great people. I can't complain. But when it came to management and when it came to whoever complaining about the room, they're horrible. They truly, truly are. Because the only thing that I could say that might have probably was that, the blower that took out the light, but it was their blower. And one day when I was doing some rice and there was I left the room, I left the kitchen, I have a kitchen, and I went to the room to do something. I forgot, but it didn't get burned, the rice. It was just white smoke. But I took care of that. No alarm went on, no nothing. There was nobody there. It was just me and 2 people that came down, and then they went in and they came back out. But it's not something for you to say, you know what? And every time I went to the kitchen and I did my meal, my wife did her meal, we always clean. In fact, we gave back. We put food back. We left food there. We bought food for other people when we leave, so other people can eat also. Because we're not like that. We give back. But it wasn't like that. So it was very unfortunate that ended like this. But if I don't have to step back in there, I won't. I don't go back while I'm not water, especially under those circumstances. If you guys want to go, you guys are welcome. It's a great place to go. But this is not for the whole organization. This video is just to those who complain, that bitch about something that's not true, and the management that didn't do something. And say, you know what? Let me call Mr. G and find out what's going on. Let me see his side of the story. But it wasn't like that. Then you let people out 5 days prior to treatment. You don't do that. But anyway, it is what it is. King G will always rise. You know what I'm saying? And my kid's doing good with the cancer. It's gone down. So anyway. So if you guys haven't done subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do so. I appreciate it. Shalom, salam, shalom. Yes, I'm in my grass.